Hey, Mark Rodriguez here.
And this is Wendy, also known as Ninja Jupi Chan. Hi guys.
Yep, and today we're going to be talking about Dragonball Daima Episode 1. We're going to try to cover every episode. You know how it is, life gets busy, we'll see what happens. But it's only about 20 or so episodes, so we'll try our best. Don't hold us to it though, but we'll try our best to cover each episode.
At least every week anyway, because, it should be easy to do, I think.
Yeah. So the first episode starts out in the demon world with these new characters. We got
Goma.
We got Goma there, and we got this Kaioshin looking character named Degisu, who's a sibling of Kaioshin, so that's interesting. And then we have Dr. Arisu, who is like the sister of Degisu, which I guess by default also the sister of Kaioshin. So I'm kind of like, okay, like whole family tree here that we never knew about.
So this is Kaioshin number 535.
Yeah. So anyways, for whatever reason, they're curious about the world and stuff, and I guess they're curious because Dabura left the demon world to go to this other world, which is something he would not do. So he's checking. So they're checking out, I guess, this giant slideshow of the Boo saga, basically.
Yeah.
And they find out that Babidi took Dabura under his control, and they released Majin Buu. There's these mysterious people, Goku and them. They're somehow super powerful. They're strong enough to take these guys on. Mr. Buu or Majin Buu killed and ate Dabura. Buu killed Babidi, and then in the end they saw that Goku killed Buu. So they see that anyone that could have potentially stood in their way is now gone. And now, I guess Gamo was the... Goma, yeah. I'll learn the names as the series goes on. Goma is, I guess, next in line. So now that Dabura's dead, he's now the king of the demon world.
Yeah, because Dabura was the king of the demon world. But like you said, he got taken away. He wanted to know why. And, yep.
Yep, there we go. So they want to, I guess, do stuff in the world or whatever. But then Arisu reminds them, but what about these powerful guys that were able to stop that? I mean, they would cause trouble too, that kind of thing.
Yeah, they might come after you and attack the demon world and take you out.
Yeah. So basically, it looks like in the demon world, there's like a lot of lore dumping in this episode. The demon world has their own Dragon Balls. They're 3 Dragon Balls made by an older, like a real old Namek called Neva. But he created these 3 giant things that protect them. So they're
I forgot what they were called.
Yeah, me too. So it's kind of like, let's go to Earth, because they saw, with the slideshow, they saw that yeah, there are Dragon Balls on Earth. There's 7 of them. They're smaller than what they're used to, but you do all the wishes.
You can get 3 wishes, though, because that shocks them. It's like, me too! Me too!
Yeah, that's the thing, too. One of the thing about episode 2, the first half, is that everything is surprising. Oh my god, Majin Buu killed the Wura. Babidi got killed Majin Buu. And
we have these awesome drone cameras that can keep up with all this fighting that went on that we shouldn't even be able to see, but convenience.
Yeah, all that stuff. So, they decide to get the Dragon Balls, and they decide that if they get them, they'll wish for all these mysterious heroes to turn into kids, because of course they won't be able to do anything at that point. And the whole reason is that since they're evil, demon world, and the Dragon Balls of that world are you can't do real evil wishes. You can't purposely wish to kill someone. It's like, okay, so we can't kill them. Well, at least wish to make them kids because they'll be weaker and they can't stop us. So that's the reason why they did the GT route,
Yeah.
Oh God, how fourth wall breaking it would be if they did a slideshow and saw GT and said, oh, we'll copy that idea or something. That would have been...
Something else interesting, I did kind of... Oh, yeah, so apparently any character that you see in this series for now who had pointy ears, they're from... the demon worlds, and places like Earth and all the other universes which they did keep from Super, they're part of the outside world.
Yeah.
So Earth is part of the outside world.
Yeah. So Goma and Degisu get Neva, the ancient Namekian, to go to the world, and when they go to the outside world, they find out that Arisu already beat them to it. So we don't know what's happening there. We just know that. And also, there's a mysterious guy in the corner that overheard everything, and he looks conflicted or whatever. He's not part of the evil plan or whatever. So he might be the one to, I guess, tell Goku the next episode or something. But
he looks like another Kaioshin. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's called laziness with the art because they don't want to keep having to rewrite, draw characters. Sort of like back in Dragon Ball, every female character looked like Bulma.
So anyways, now to the Dragon Ball Z people. This series overwrites Super so far. We don't know, but it takes place again after the Boo stuff, but before the ending of Z. And yeah, there's a big birthday party. It's Trunks' birthday. All the gang is there.
He's 9 years old.
Yep.
Kisai.
Yep. And then they have the plot point that Kaioshin and Kibito are there, and they're separated because remember in Dragon Ball Z they were fused together, and the fusion was supposed to be permanent. And
Goku pointed that out. Hey, what are you guys doing here at this party? I'm fused. You're not supposed to be. Yep. And they looked like they were shocked. They were like, they noticed us. We weren't supposed to be noticed. We just here some free drinking food.
Yeah.
And they were like, and Kaioshin was like, we were here on important business. What business do you have here at a 9-year-old child's birthday party? We should be out in Kaioshin world stuff with pervert the pervert Kaioshin doing whatever.
Yeah. So anyways, and this is like the big contradiction right here, because in GT they stayed fused. In Super they went to grab the Dragon Balls sometime, when they're not being used, and wished to be separated. So in this version, they still kept that fact because, okay, so Super introduced the idea, and there's been contradictions here, that the Potara earrings are only permanent if Kaioshin's wear them. So that's why they never unfused and had to use the Dragon Balls to wish them. But that's why Vegito eventually split, because it's temporary if humans or Saiyans or other non-Kaioshin characters use them. That's Super staying. So here they went back to the original Dragon Ball Z that was never really explained, but like in Dragon Ball Z when Boo absorbed Vegito, they unfused once they were inside him. And it was never clearly explained, but Super went with that idea. Super was like,
Until it was mentioned, I didn't even think anything of it until they brought it up. Remember when Vegeta got absorbed and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah. But you just said they undid it because of Super.
Yeah, and Super's made it sound like it was just convenient timing that they happened to be inside Boo when they split. It was weird, But anyways, here they went with that theory. They were like, okay, we noticed that it was supposed to be permanent, but when you got absorbed by Boo, you guys split. So we asked Boo to absorb us and spit us back out. And yeah, Boo said that he sucked them in and then blew them out, and they, came out as individuals now and everything. So, okay. So I guess in this story, it is permanent, except for whatever Boo does.
This is worse than the Zelda timeline.
Yep. So anyways, the birthday party's there. I mean, it's kind of just to kind of see all the characters.
Was Yamcha there?
Yeah, it was there. And all them people, Yamcha and Bulma, Roshi, Chi-Chi and her father, all the characters were there.
Tenshinhan too? I didn't
probably.
I don't remember seeing it.
Probably. I don't remember much, but
nobody apparently cares about Chaozu, so
yeah. But basically most of the characters are there, so you can get reintroduced to the cast, So Goku and Vegeta start sparring. They start fighting it out and stuff.
Except for Gohan.
Oh yeah,
Gohan was there. He was at home studying. They said.
Yeah. Now some people say he was there studying, and I think he was kind of busy doing stuff with Videl. You never know. Videl wasn't there either.
Yeah, I noticed.
Just point that out. She wasn't there. So, anyways, while that's going on, and Goku and Vegeta are fighting, so that people can see a, Goku and Vegeta fight.
And Gohan at home with Videl.
Yep, we won't see that kind of fight. That's in the After Dark episode of Daima. Anyways, what can I say? The bad guys arrive at the temple, Kami-sama's temple, where Dende and Mr. Popo are there, and they show up and everything. They want the Dragon Balls, and the reason they got the old Namek to begin with is because he has the power to not only find the Dragon Balls, but also restore them.
Yeah, he can restore them. And he does summon all of them right there. He knew, he just uses power from the tower to buy all the Dragon Balls, even though they're still stones. But he restored them so that they can make their wishes.
Yeah, and that's good attention to the continuity, because they would be stones, because this happened after the wishes were used to defeat Majin Buu and all that stuff. So, yeah. So he finds them all, and he can also restore them right off the bat. And
oh yeah, Yamcha was there. I just remember because he and Bowman, they were talking about, hey, wait a minute, someone must be summoning the Dragon Balls because the sky is dark, and then all of a sudden Kaioshin, who shouldn't be there, and what's his face, Kibito, do you sense something? Yes, we need to be doing our job and not be at a 9-year-old kid's birthday party.
Yeah, but Yeah, so they wish for the Dragon Balls. Then there's like, I'll never tell you how to summon them. It's like, oh, no need. We watch you guys do it in a slideshow. We got notes.
Yeah, we went back to we got some old reels and we just watched everything and just wrote everything down that we needed to know for plot convenience.
Yeah. The one thing that we both didn't like, sort of, is because Popo he knows how to fight, and he fought with Goku before when he was a kid.
Oh, that's right, he trained him! He trained Goku!
Yeah, so it kind of like, so then they jumps in and tries to stop him, he gets bitch smacked, and then like, you know, they go to Mr. Popo, do you got a problem with this?
No. Would you like some juice?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Popo fans would have they're not gonna like that.
I'm sorry. I like Pokemon Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So anyways, they make the wish, and I like the details because, and it is true, there's details, you know. Turn the people that fight, that, you know, fought against Majin Buu, turn with the kids. It's like, okay, but by kids, what age?
Ichinensei!
Yeah, for first graders. Okay, what about the ones that are already kids now? Make them into babies! Like, damn, this dragon ass.
Akacha!
Yep. So there we go. It kind of ends right there as the cliffhanger. You see a pan out of like Momo's party, everyone screaming because you can tell that's when they're all training the kids. And then Goku and Vegeta still mid-battle. They also like start transforming and stuff. You know, I bet you, like they don't show it now because that's a big cliffhanger for the next episode. How they all look like as kids. Here it's just like the transformation is happening.
Yeah, transform anyone who fought against Majin Buu and all of their friends and family. Now here's the thing. We saw like the commercial, not the commercial, but you know the little things.
The trailers.
The trailers or whatever. Gohan was still an adult, right?
I can't tell.
I can't remember because I thought that Gohan was still an adult. Because I was saying that means Shenlong kind of screwed the witch because Gohan was around for that too.
Yeah.
But if he isn't turning, why only everyone at the party becoming young?
Yeah.
As opposed to everybody that would have been involved.
Yeah, but the thing is, since he's elsewhere, and you know, traders, whatever, they might not show that.
Yeah.
Or he might surprisingly, I don't know, come back later in the series or something to, I don't know.
Oh, maybe we'll finally get a good real fight between Goku and Piccolo, which we should have gotten like so many decades ago.
Oh God. Yeah. So there we go. So for the first episode, what can I say? It's very interesting, and it looks like this episode. I mean, I'm not sure the validity of Daima. I mean, we do know, of course, it was Akira Toriyama's last big thing he was actually excited and passionate about. He like regained a passion for the series, and I kind of got the feeling too, because the beginning with all these weird new characters that are out in space, there's a giant fishing in space. I'm all like, yeah, that's Toriyama. He loves creating all these wild and crazy characters and stuff. And with Dragon Ball, I feel he's limited because it's such an action show. You can only create more Saiyans and more muscular things. But here, he can just go all out nuts and create all these weird characters and things. But yeah, so once again, Daima replaces Super. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the Super manga after this, because now we got Daima on the air.
Super needs to be replaced. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah. So that's another thing for people wondering. There's going to be no Super Saiyan Blue, none of that stuff. Of course, there's no Lord Beerus and no Whis or nothing of that either. They went back and changed how these characters got fused, which contradicts everything in Super. Kaioshin got siblings that contradict Super in a way, because I don't know how that works, because in Super they established that if Kaioshin dies, Beerus dies. But now that he has siblings, I don't know how that would have worked. It's like, do his siblings also have to die? Do the other Kaioshins have siblings?
This is my theory. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball Evolution, Toriyama would not have come back at all. And then we got crap like Super. I'm sorry, I'm one of the people who just think Super is a waste. Okay? It's a waste of potential. It's just nothing but, I don't know, I just think it's very nonsensical and silly and pointless. But Daima seems to be more in line with how Dragon Ball should be so far, in my opinion, just from the way it's starting. This feels more Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball GT felt more Dragon Ball to me than Super does.
Those are some dirty words, Wendy.
I don't care what anybody said. Well, not the whole of GT, but at least the way it started felt more like something Dragon Ball-ish to me compared to the later part of it when we got all that Super Saiyan 4 nonsense and all that. Whatever.
Yeah. That's another thing, too. So far, even the trailers, unless, of course, you want to keep that as a surprise or whatever, so far, we haven't seen any transformations or new ones or anything, so this might put more emphasis on the classic, like Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 and 3 and stuff like that, but without necessarily introducing new forms, because the whole concept is more on like Goku just being a kid again and going back to the Dragon Ball and the cloud and spitting the bow and things like that.
Oh yeah, so you'll have Kinto on again and all of that.
That's what traders look like anyways. Like it looks like it's kind of returning to Dragon Ball while still having the fast-paced Z kind
so
of thing.
For people like me who will always prefer Dragon Ball to Z, this will probably be good for me. And then for people that prefer like the Z type stuff will be, I guess it's like they're trying to do a good combination of it.
Yeah,
and I think that's what GT was trying to do.
Not well. And of course the animation is way better here than it was in GT and stuff like that.
Well, seeing as how it's like 30 years later.
Yeah, I know that, but you know, Z was still better than GT for most parts, for certain parts, you know. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's it for this episode. So far, it's a good beginning. It introduces the characters, lots of flashbacks and stuff. Before the show started proper, they did have a little thing that introduced, like, you know, Goku, the Dragon Balls, he met Bulma, you know, Vegeta arrived, they fought Frieza and Cell, you know, it kind of went into all of that and everything, and of course, them, the Gamo, Goma, all them looking at the Buu stuff will also refresh your memory of the Buu saga in general and everything, so yeah, and of course, people, I'm sure they're going to love that all the stuff was redrawn. It wasn't like other shows where they just show the clips. This is like full-on redrawn in a more modern animation style.
It wouldn't have bothered me with the old animation
style.
Yeah,
I know, but you know, some fans, they want to see some new, and it's kind of epic to see, I guess, Goku versus Majin Vegeta in the newer style, and you see like Dabura and then Buu, and then Piccolo shows up, and you know, you see the characters hiding out, and all that stuff, all redrawn, new animation. A lot of people love that kind of stuff, but...
And I'm one of the people who like just the classicness of the old stuff, because that makes me feel nostalgic for it.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, yeah, there we go. Like I said, good first start. And for people asking the questions, yes, Daima does override Super for now.
And I hope it continues to do so and make it seem like Super never existed.
Yeah. For the manga, we still don't know, because I think they want to do one final chapter to wrap things up with the whole Black Frieza thing, but I guess the manga can't really show things related to Daima because it just contradicts each other, so yeah, it is interesting about that.
I guess if you treat it like how the Zelda stuff is, like, you know, it's like, it follows a linear path with all the games until you get to Ocarina of Time, because technically it can have like 3 endings, and then it splits off into different, you know, timelines or parallel lines or universes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess if you view it that way, like, depending on your preference, then after the Cell Saga, you either go the Super route, you can either go the GT route, or the
Saga, you mean?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot everything's
saga.
after Buu. That's right.
Yeah.
So after the Buu saga, you can choose which route you want to go. You can either go the Super route, or you can go the
GT route.
Go towards the GT route, or you know, or it's just the Daima route.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting. Yeah, but like you said, no matter how it does, each one contradicts each other, especially with the fusion thing. I mean, wow.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes, guys. Well, this is Mark Rodriguez here signing off.
This is GP Chan, and I am actually, it's been a long time since I've looked forward to anything Dragon Ball, so I am looking forward to Daima just based on this premise, and I really hope it doesn't become like the Goku show. I hope they find some way to use the characters to do something, you know?
Yeah.
Or just like one last hurrah where the threat isn't so big that you can have characters like Krillin and Yamcha and all of them, they actually have a chance at fighting them, as opposed to, oh, we gotta rely on all the aliens. And here's the other thing, Trunks and Goten, characters like Trunks and Goten will probably be able to do anything because they're going to be babies. Because like Shenlong said, he said, what about those who are already children? Turn them into babies! When his wish should have been, turn everyone into babies so we can get rid of them.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, goodness. So anyways, guys, yeah, see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.